Hi friends, welcome to the hutch yard on our farm. These rows of hutches house our calves during the very earliest stages of their life. Say hi to Hinkle, she was adopted by Mrs. O'Keefe's morning class. Each calf gets its own hutch or shelter to keep it out of the rain, wind, and snow in the winter and to give it a shady place to rest during the hot summer months. This is Luna, adopted by Mrs. Britton's morning class. She's peeping out the trap door in her hutch. This trap door comes in very handy when it's time to add bedding to their hutches, and we can also leave it open when it's really hot to give them extra ventilation. Our babies move into these hutches when they are about a day old, and they will stay here with their friends until they are no longer drinking milk. We add shavings to their hutches regularly to keep them clean and dry. In the winter, we also add straw to give them extra warmth. Meet Lisbeth, adopted by Mrs. Brott's afternoon class. She got lucky enough to have an enclosure that's just a little bit shorter than the others, and she loves to reach her head over the top and greet visitors. We feed our calves pasteurized whole milk produced from cows here on our farm. We run it through this pasteurizer to kill any small amounts of bacteria that might be existing and could potentially be harmful to the calf's health. When the calves first arrive in the hutches, they drink out of these nifty little pails with nipples that are similar to a cow's udder. Feeding our calves ourselves is extremely important because it allows us to ensure that they are getting all the nutrients they need to grow big and strong. Heidi keeps a great eye on them to make sure that they are eating well and are very healthy. Training the calves to switch from a nipple to the pail takes a few feedings and a lot of patience. It is important that our calves have access to fresh water, so we fill their pails with water in between feedings. It's lunchtime, so you can see here that Luis is emptying the water from their pails and refilling them with milk. Our calves get fed 3 times a day, a gallon of milk at each feeding. In addition to water and milk, our calves also have access to free choice grain in their hutches to have whenever they like. They don't eat a lot of it at first, but as they get older, they will eat more and more grain, and then eventually we'll start feeding them a little bit less milk. After 60 days, our calves are completely weaned off milk and will rely on grain for their nourishment. We like our calves to show visible signs that they are eager and ready to eat. This tells us that they are happy and healthy. These signs include running up and jumping to meet the milk taxi, mooing, butting at their pails, and even the ever-present tail wag while they're drinking shows us that they are really enjoying their meal. It's Lisbeth's turn for lunch. She is very excited about her full pail of milk. And there's the happy tail. Luna got a little overzealous while drinking down her lunch and splashed it all over herself. Sometimes drinking a full pail of milk is a little bit of a messy job. Hanan and Hinkle are neighbors. Hanan on the left was adopted by Mrs. Britton's afternoon class. Looks like she's really enjoying her lunch. I think it's all gone. Look at little Hinkle's tail go. She is equally excited about her lunch, but savoring it slowly like a proper little lady. There's no question they all have different personalities. I would say it is evident that feeding times are always the highlight of their day. There's certainly nothing left over in Hanan's pail. Well, now feeding time is over. We'll do it all again in about 8 hours. Until next time, friends, thanks for watching.